But towards the west, we see that at only 10 to 15 kilometers per hour throughout the entire area. Dry conditions for today in Cape Town and surrounding areas. By tomorrow, though, dry and hot conditions are going to present themselves towards the western coastline and parts of the western interior. This is all highly conducive to the spread of veld fire. So please be aware of that and report it to the relevant authorities if you do spot a veld fire. Now, moving towards tomorrow's weather, we are going to see that cloud cover receding towards the eastern parts of the country. You can see a clear day now forecast along the southern coastline, a little bit of cloud cover towards the northeast, and only rainfall really forecast is in the far eastern regions in Mpumalanga and north of Richards Bay along the KZN coastline. Let's take a look at some temperatures for tomorrow. Well, let's take a look first of all at Johannesburg, 9 overnight. So it's going to be another cold one there. 24-degree daytime highs there for tomorrow. Mbombela peaks at 24 degrees as we see with some rainfall as well. Overnight lows remaining cold around Bethlehem at 6 degrees and Kimberley at 9 degrees as well. The southwest a little bit warmer, especially overnight. There's 17 degrees in Cape Town with a 31-degree daytime high. And what a beautiful day it's going to be. Sunny skies all the way throughout the day. Wind speeds at about 20 to 25 kilometers per hour. So a stunning day forecast for Cape Town tomorrow. Vredendal's at 40 degrees, so another hot one there. And that, of course, is what we're going to leave it on. Have yourself a great afternoon.
When cell phones get cut off, people say Mdluli was listening. Who are you?
We have to approach Dennis Breitenbach, who was the prosecutor by then.
The DA parliamentarian.
That's correct. The one who was making halabaloo about me.
There are allegations here that you abused the slush fund. What do you say to that?
We don't have slush fund. I don't know about slush fund.
Are you?
That is rubbish.
Also the matter of General Boysen in KZN. He's not speaking very well of you.
No, that one is talking rubbish.
You are perceived to be very powerful, General. And, you know, people who don't agree with you seem to pay the price. What is happening with the Oparamkribe case?
No, I'm surprised because, as I've said, I'm a person of people.
Central African Time broadcasting live from Johannesburg. This is Primetime News.
South Africa said farewell to one of the Rivonia trialists, Uncle Cappy, a fearless stalwart.
With this man who was so engaged, so busy, so witty, so funny, so wise, and so incredibly principled.
Joseph has been honored for his contribution to the
Following a successful showcase at This Is a Fashion Week by Lady Sekhapo, founder and creative director of popular South African fashion label Pulse, is taking his designs to a global stage. We spoke to the designer on his work and showcasing overseas.
Can you talk to us about the Zambia Fashion Week? How was the experience for you?
Well, the experience for Zambia Fashion Week was absolutely surreal. It made me feel quite significant, to be honest with you. I've been in touch with Zambia Fashion Week organizers since late last year, and I never thought that it would happen, and this it happened. And being there, the only designer that was invited from outside Zambia, it was quite fantastic, and I like what they actually did for us. They compiled this magazine and had our name on it, which was quite not only motivate you, but actually makes you realize that there's certain people that take you serious outside the country.
I read somewhere that you showcased an all-black series or all-black
story.
Yeah. What inspired that?
Well, what inspired to do a completely black story was because if you look at the trends, what's happening right now, we're all about solid trends or solid colors. You either wear black or white or green or red, depending on what you wear. So the big trend right now is solid colors. So the inspiration was behind it, because as a designer, you always have to have your ear in the ground to understand what is unfolding on international runways and also on retail space.
how was that as a designer from South Africa having to show Paris? How was that?
You know, the fantastic thing about Paris is this is the second showcase in Paris. First showcase took place in 2014, and we did a collection themed June 16. We did a lot of school uniform inspired stuff. Obviously, the clothes inspired by her pregnant in June 16. So going there for the second time, what was actually quite explosive and memorable about this fashion week is because this was the first designers to ever showcase at the Eiffel Tower. We showcase Paris Eiffel Tower, the most famous in the world. And for me, that is unforgettable.
And how is our fashion, South African fashion, perceived internationally?
We're getting there. We're getting there. The reason being, the trends don't start in SA, they start primarily in Europe and in the UK, because they are a season ahead of us. For instance, already in Europe now, they're in winter. They show winter next year. And we summer now, yeah. So as designers, we basically kind of like identify the trends through Europe and the US before we actually run with them. But the ironic thing is a lot of European designers and American designers that actually draw inspiration from Africa. So we kind of like balance off each other.
Some of the clothes that you showcase wearable, or I know there's a difference between the wearable and run.
They are ready to wear.
Any between the fashion, I mean the Paris and
yes. Well, with all my shows, I always try to incorporate the ready-to-wear and stuff that gives people that aha moment, because otherwise you'll end up like you just taken everything that people are familiar with us in the closets, and you just put it on runway. So it's always nice to give people that element of surprise. So I did both ready-to-wear and clothes that are a little bit provocative.
I see that one celebrity that is associated with the brand Pulse is also right now. So how do you go about picking the right celebrity?
How we started, he was a normal customer. I didn't know that he ended up being an ambassador. I started working with Donald before he even released his album. His publicist then, just when I was about to drop his album, approached me and said, about this artist, he's about to release his new album. We need a look for him. Can you please have a look at what you can do for him? And I listened to the music, I was able to draw inspiration. And the fantastic thing is him and I, we clicked immensely. And he just wanted to start his videos, obviously to come up with concepts for his wardrobe for his videos, and dress him for the red carpet events, etc. Before I knew it, he was basically associated with the brand.
What other plans do you have for the brand in the future?
For any brand to grow, the footprint itself has to be visible. So we're launching our online store soon. Initially, I wanted to open up another store in Cape Town. But I decided to go against that and instead open a virtual store, basically penetrate the digital space. So we're launching our Pulse online store effective January. As a result, our clothes will be accessible for anyone across the world. And it'll be just a matter of going on and selecting an item that you want and we'll be shipping it to you. And that's why I want to see my brand being accessible and also having a global footprint, be it digital or tangible.
A top 5 rated horse racing event in the world, fashion is a highlight for those in attendance. All decked out in blue and white, the Le Mans Queen Plate is the premier event that kicked off everyone's social calendar.
That was all part of my master plan to cast John Legend, but deprive him of his normal instrument and give that one to Ryan.
The House of Truth is not just a name. It is a lifestyle. It is a conviction that drives us.
What really excites me is how people have kept it very simple and also played with the theme, and how each person has interpreted it in their own way.
To stay updated with all the current entertainment news, tune into Trends every Saturday from 12 to 1. cloud systems and robots have taken over a lot of what needs to be done.
Our accounting system is actually based on the cloud.
Google nowadays can tell you where you parked your car. And African entrepreneurs are using technology to create.
With Pocket Masipala, you can basically do all of the services that you do at the municipality. Physically, you are going there, but you can now do them on the mobile app.
Join Mace Phumelele Zondi on Sundays at 9 p.m. on SABC News.
Outside. Well, the South African Defence Force led Freedom Day celebrations with a guard of honor. Local community leaders have asked President Jacob Zuma to do more to create jobs and fast-track rural development, while acting KwaZulu-Natal Premier Sihle Zikalala called for the redistribution of land and an end to cross-border hijacking. President Zuma called for a moment of silence for the 19 children who died after the taxi they were in collided with a truck. President Zuma also explained that radical economic transformation means fundamental change in the patterns of ownership to favor the poor. He outlined government's achievements, including Chapter 9 institutions, since the dawn of democracy.
We also admit that there is further work to be done. We have achieved political freedom, but economic freedom still remains largely elusive. It is for this reason that we speak about radical economic transformation. Let me reiterate that by radical economic transformation, we mean fundamental change in the structure, systems, institutions, and patterns of ownership, management, and control of the economy in favor of all South Africans, especially the poor, the majority of whom are African and women.
The ANC's KwaZulu-Natal Provincial Chairperson Sihle Zikalala says willing buyer, willing seller method of land sale has failed dismally. He says land should be given back to blacks who are the rightful owners of the land. Zikalala was speaking at the official Freedom Day celebrations in KwaZulu-Natal earlier today.
We must work together to grow the provincial economy for the benefit of all people of kwangewona umhlaba wawu available wawunabanikazi bawo i-willing buyer willing seller izamiwe ayisizanga ihlelo lwe-evaluation process by uvelwa General Ludzamile kodwa nalo lisadinga imali. We want to be clear, sifisa ukuthi uhulumeni wethu uthole indlela esheshayo eshibhile yokuletha umhlaba ebantwini. Abaningi abaphethe lo mhlaba abawukhokhelanga mali, ingakho sithi awubuyele kubantu.
The ANC has been warned to remove President Jacob Zuma from office or face a humiliating defeat in the 2019 general elections. This was the message from opposition party leaders at the Reclaim Our Freedom rally in Pretoria today. They accused the president of destroying the economy and disrespecting the constitution. DA leader Musi Maimane says they will not rest until President Zuma is removed from office.
Today, on Freedom Day and the Freedom Movement, we want to stand together and say, although many of us represent different sectors, on one thing we are united, and we are united for freedom, and we say it's not good enough that one person can lead us to judge status. Rather, we will rise and ensure our country is a prosperous one for all South Africans.
As the loyal South African, we also express our concern about the slippery slope on which our country finds itself. We would be naive to deny that South Africa has made progress in certain areas, but the challenges confronting the nation are many and complex.
The ACCB is here today to ask President Jacob Zuma whether he does not see the writing that is on the wall. There are clear words that are written on the wall for the President of South Africa. And those words are mene, tekel, overseen.
We want our constitution back. We cannot have freedom without the constitution that was negotiated, that Mandela signed for at Sharpeville. So this day, we will be happy to be sitting and having drinks and enjoying ourselves. But we can't be happy when our constitution is being undermined by someone who has no right to be in the office of president in this country.
Millions of South Africans taking back the freedom that was denied in this country for so long. And here we are today, 23 years later, fighting for our freedom. Fighting to be free of state plunder, of state capture, of corruption, because of one man, Zuma. And it is time that Zuma stepped down.
Renowned pianist and composer Abdullah Ibrahim says the music of the 1950s jazz episodes represented freedom. Ibrahim takes to the stage in New York tonight to celebrate Freedom Day in a concert billed as an international reunion for some of the survivors in this business that the show must indeed go on. Siobhan Bryce's piece caught up with the icons during rehearsals.
Wait, Abdul.
Those moods while our camera was in the rehearsal studio, one of the original tracks that featured on the only album released by the Jazz Apostles in 1959. And while the Union
story is also as great.
Abdullah Ibrahim, Yuma Sikela, Jonas who's playing with him for several decades. Ibrahim believes the music had to do with their humanity.
How can you throw anything out of the universe? This is complete insanity. So it doesn't matter where you move people, the way you move things, you are connected, interconnected. So it was a time also when people asserted the political will. And of course, the Jazz Apostles recording was done 6 months before the Sharpeville massacre.
This African jazz singer also came to popularity in the 1950s, singing in a trio with the late Miriam Makeba and Dolly Ratebe. She's the opening act tonight.
Since the passing of my friend Mary Malepa, and since the passing of the great Nelson Mandela, our great icon, I've written a song for him.
The Trump administration has signaled that it's willing to try all non-military options to deal with North Korea's growing nuclear and missile threat. The hint at further
principles. It is also to determine the water and sanitation requirements for the community. The water agency program is based on the qualification, which is NQF level 2, water and water waste reclamation services. It is also to make sure that the management of the system, which is on the technical level, and the military bulk. I can give an example of one of the learners who was actually deeply emotional and saying that she really appreciates even the little stipend that they're receiving, because it assists them not only to get to the institutions and to finish the program, but also to assist with the basics that are needed at home. She's also very appreciative that our parents never got
Ezula chisika ndinyo kuto deva chiseyo chori kusika atomolira udokaizwa nganyofarwa mune wawe.